This is Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related, and today we'll be taking a look at some of Stadia's other competitors. Now, we already know about xCloud, GeForce Now, and PlayStation Now, so in this video we'll be covering some of the lesser known companies out there already doing cloud gaming, which there are plenty of. In fact, I doubt I'll be able to cover all of them here, so if I miss out on any of them that you use or happen to know of, do let me know about them in the comments section below. And to begin, we're gonna start off by covering Shadow. So in case you don't know, Shadow actually stands out from the rest of the services in a pretty significant way. With Shadow, you're gonna be paying monthly to access a PC. That means you can use it not only for gaming, but also for work among other things too. They already offer 4K support, and currently they're the only service to offer 144Hz gaming. They also seem to be making quite a big push forward too. Starting February 2020, they will be offering 3 tiers. You should be seeing them on the screen now, and while it is a different language, you should be able to make out what they're offering here. According to this presentation, the highest end tier offers access to a PC with a Titan RTX GPU. And if you happen to be scratching your head at that monthly price, well, you do have to understand that that GPU retails for $2,500 US. Now, I can't talk too much about Shadow myself as I'm not in a supported country, but from what I've read online, they seem to do quite a great job with their service. Honestly speaking, their pricing model come February 2020 also seems quite fair to me. If you do happen to use Shadow, let me know your experience in the comments section below, as I am curious to see your opinions on it. Also, it's important to note that you will still have to buy your games on your Steam account in order to use them with Shadow. The next service we'll talk about is called Blacknut. It offers a Netflix-like subscription model that gives you access to over 360 plus games for you to enjoy. The most unique feature with Blacknut has to be the fact that their catalog spans both PC and mobile games. Their pricing model offers 2 options, a single user plan for $12.99 a month and a family plan for $19.99 a month that covers up to 4 screens. Now, I actually tried out Blacknut myself and was pleasantly surprised at just how well it worked. When compared to PlayStation Now, the latency was actually much better when gaming on Blacknut, but much like Now, it also has the same drawback of only streaming in 720p. And once again, unlike Now, Blacknut already offers mobile support, and 720p resolution on that screen size is perfectly adequate. I will point out that they do offer a free 14-day trial if you want to check it out yourself. Finally, let's round up the list with 2 other services that are currently live, but truth be told, I'm not 100% sure are still being updated on a consistent basis. The first one is called Vortex and costs $9.99 a month. They seem to offer access to a selection of games running on their server, but much like GeForce Now, you are required to own the license to each game on your Steam account. Also, according to their frequently asked questions, those $10 a month only cover 50 hours of gameplay. I also noticed that their social media channels do seem to be fairly dead, and that's usually never a good sign. The next service is Jump, another Netflix-style subscription, but this time focused on a selection of 100 plus curated indie games. Once again, the social media side of things seems pretty dead and haven't been updated in a while. The site does say that they offer a 14-day trial, but based on the fact that their frequently asked questions section doesn't load at all, I'm going to probably say it isn't being updated as often as it should be. Anyways, that covers some of the current cloud streaming platforms that exist right now outside of the key major players in the video game industry. At least from what I could find. If you happen to know of any others, do let me know in the comments section below. I would love to go check them out. Now, out of these 4 platforms, the only one I'm expecting to succeed in the long run would be Shadow. They already have an established user base and provide something that no other platform offers, not even Microsoft, Sony, or Google. Will that change in the future? Possibly, but as of right now, they seem pretty safe. Honestly speaking, I would be tempted to try it out myself if it were supported here in Canada. When it comes to Blacknut, it is also a good service and has a fair price tag attached, especially the family plan. But ultimately, it gets hurt by the same thing that hurts PlayStation Now, and that's the 720p resolution restriction. Its current saving grace has to be the fact that it already supports mobile support on both Android and iOS, since 720p looks great on such a small screen. In fact, if you're primarily playing on your mobile device or a mobile gamer, I would fully support you checking out their free trial. With that said, I'm not sure how the service will fare if PlayStation Now decides to cross the bridge over to mobile too. After all, the PlayStation Now catalog eclipses Blacknut's in sheer number and quality. While I do think that the latency is worse on PlayStation Now, I think your average consumer wouldn't care or notice. As for Vortex and Jump, I'd be wary to say the least. They don't seem to get many updates, but their pages are still live, so I would assume the services are still running. Now, if you're interested in seeing reviews or impressions of these services or other services, do let me know, as I am open to checking them out if that's something you're interested in, at least until we wait for Stadia to launch. Every day that passes by means we're getting closer and closer to its arrival, and I'm pretty hyped. Anyways, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button, as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. For today's end of video message, I want to ask you for your opinion on Shadow. In my opinion, it's actually a pretty significant deal that they give you access to your own personal PC through a monthly subscription, and I do expect Google to come up with something like that sometime down the road. Not everyone wants to use cloud computing for gaming after all. In fact, there are many use cases, especially for those who need a high-end rig on the go. So what do you think about Shadow? Do you think it's a good proposition? Do you think it's too expensive? I'm curious to find out. I'll be more than likely to make a video down the road on this very topic, so I'm looking forward to reading your responses. Anyways, this has been Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related. We are officially over 1,500 strong and growing by the day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.